It's Week 17 of the 2031 season. And coming up next, it's the Jets, reigning league MVP. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Noah Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Jets and the Ravens. All that
we are
and
pleased
more.
as always to be bringing. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. This complete to Corley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit. And hit it he did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barber.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity.
Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Throwing to start the drive. Barber. Wide open receiver complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 68 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Barber being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Powering his way forward.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Touchdown! Breece Hall with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Visitors offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, New York.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barber, flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Barber steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber forced out to his left.
This one into the hands of Hurd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barber flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, folks, we all know that we are witnessing greatness under center. And with that last pass, Charles, he went over 70,000 career passing yards.
But we saw him young. We thought he was an excellent player. But I'm not sure we ever thought we would be talking about this threshold, 70,000 yards.
Agreed.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just think about what he's played through. He's played through every weather condition, right? Every type of offense, seen every defense known to man thrown at him, and continues to be successful.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Barber. That one taken in by Corley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 22 yards. And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
He had another touchdown run the last time they had it, his 4th of the game. He's been unstoppable as they start again here with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Barber. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores.
New York ready to go again offensively. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Barber rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Buying time to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.